Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to do the weekly flip and review for the week of August 2024, and it's going to go from the 19th until the 25th. So I have here my cat again. He always comes whenever I try to film, and today I'm testing a new filming setup, which means I'm filming in 4K. So if you see any change in quality, please let me know. If this quality is better than the previous videos, I'll try to film every time in 4K. But 4K videos, they do weigh a little bit more on my camera and also my SD card, and it takes a little bit more time to process and upload. But if the quality is much better, then I think it's worth it. I personally love videos that have very high quality, especially when they are planning videos, because I know depending on the camera and the quality, you can't see what is written on the planner. So hopefully this quality makes things a little bit better, and we'll see how it goes. So today is Saturday. I woke up today at 6:30. I'm going to go ahead and update my daily sheets here for Saturday. So let me just grab this, and I'm going to use this as my ruler. Yesterday we had some people over here, some friends, for game night, and also because some of them haven't yet come to my house, so they didn't know what the house looked like. I have been here almost 2 years, but somehow I forgot they didn't come here. I thought they had. Anyway, so today I started by washing dishes from yesterday. So we had 4 people over, so in total we were 6 people, 6 plates, 6 sets of fork and knife, and also 6 glasses, so quite a few dishes to wash. And I also tidied up the apartment today in the morning. And finally, now I'm filming my weekly review. And today I want to, of course, wash dishes, which I already did. Also want to wash dark clothes, which are already being washed. I also want to wash the white clothes. I'm going to write here, tidy up the apartment as well. I need to wash my hair. I also need to go to the suit appointment. So my boyfriend is going to be one of the best men for a wedding. So we need to check out the suit place. Then I also wanted to go to the gym. Not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but we're going to try. And finally, I have here film the weekly review, which we are doing right now. And I'm also going to put here edit the weekly review and post. So I want to post it today. I also want to film the plan with me for the last week of August. Okay, I think that's it for Saturday, and we are doing the first thing here in my daily review, which is to, actually no, I'm lying, but I do have a card here, which is my daily review and my weekly review. So the first thing that I have to do on the weekly review is to complete the daily sheets, which I'm doing right now. So on Friday, yesterday, what I did was I started working at 8. I read my emails, and I also completed my ETS. Then I gave support to project 53068, which I did during the morning. Then I had lunch, and for lunch I had salmon with smashed potato and zucchini. Then I worked on the RLI template for a while, and I also did some support for the 75049. So I'm going to input a couple of hours here, and I was done by 5 o'clock. I did not go to the gym, so I'm going to erase that. I'll try to compensate that by going to the gym today if I have time. So what I did do was wash the bathroom. I did that, and I also washed the floor for the entire house, which took a while. I also tidied up the apartment, and I washed the dishes. And then we had the game night with my childhood friends. So I'm just going to write BFFs, and that went on until 11:30, and we had for dinner margarita pizza. Okay, so I did wash the bathroom, I did tidy up the apartment, I did not do the flowcharts presentation, and I did not do the instructions. So this is going to go next week. This I did kind of do, and complete ETS I did. Okay, that's fine. Now let's go ahead and count the hours for the project. So I didn't count the hours here on Thursday and on Friday. So on Friday for emails, let me just put here the project number, and this is going to be ETS. This was half hour. And then for the same project for emails, I spent half an hour as well. And then for the RLI template, I spent 1 hour and a half. For support T1, I did 1, 2, 3, 1.5. And for support T3, I did 1.5 as well. Finally, for 75049 support, I did 1, 2, 2.5. So if we count all the hours, we have 3, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8. I think I'm missing half an hour. Yeah, I am missing half an hour. So I'm just going to put here that I did 2 hours. No, actually, 1.5 here, and here 3 hours, because I will be doing extra hours next month for that project, so that works fine. Okay, so that's for Friday. Now let's check Thursday. Thursday I did 70002 department, and I had half an hour here. Yeah, so half an hour. I also had 7002 RLI, and that was 1 hour. I had T1 support, which was 1 hour. I had T3 support, which was also 1 hour. 75049 NSLI for anchoring, which was 1 hour. Then 75049 meeting, which was 1 hour. Actually, 1 hour and a half. And then 75049 support, which was half an hour. I'm just going to put 75025 stress document, and let me see how much time I spent on that. So 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6.5, 7. So exactly 1.5 hours. Okay, I think that's good. So that closes 8.5 hours. Now we are done with the count project hours, and let's go to update weekly. Let's see if we have anything to update. I did not go to the gym, so I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to put here game night. There you go. So I think that's all the update that we need. And let's check all of the tasks. I did not do these tasks that were overdue, and now I need to explain why I didn't. So let me just go ahead and do that. So flowchart presentation didn't start, so I didn't do it. The RB2 RLI revision, I think it's 3. Yeah, no, revision 1. So someone else has to sign it. It's been like this for 2 weeks, I think. Then T1 procedure revision 3 for 53068. The same person has to sign it. The NSIL for the anchoring of 75049 started the document. Then for ICHD visit organization, boss was not at the office, no time to discuss. And finally, the training matrix. I did start on the moldy training. Okay, so this is all the updates that I have for the tasks of this week. Now we are going to go ahead and count all of the project hours for the weeklies. So let's start with Monday, and this is going to be 7002. I also had some training, and I also had 53068. So for the first one, I had 3 hours. The second one, 1 hour and a half. And the third one, I had 4 hours. So in total, 8 hours and a half, which is great. For Tuesday, for this first project, I had 5 hours. For the second one, which is usually 53068, I had 3 hours. And then for 75049, I had half an hour. For Wednesday, for this first project here, I had 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. For the 53068, I had 2 hours, 5 hours and a half, 6 hours, 6 hours and a half. So in total here we have 8. And then for 75025, I had only half an hour. Now on to Thursday, I had this first project here, half an hour, 1 hour and a half. For the 53068, I had 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours and a half. For the 75049, I had 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And then for the 75025, I had 1.5 hours. Now let's count it to see if that's correct. So we have 3, 6, 8.5. Great. And then for Friday, for this first project here, I had 1 hour, 2 hours and a half. For 53068, I had 3 hours. And then for 75049, I had also 3 hours. So in total, for each project, let's see, we had 7002, 3, 8, 9.5. Wait, 8 plus 10.5, 13.5 hours. For 53068, we had 4, 7, 13.5, 14, 16, 19 hours. For 75049, we had half an hour plus 3 hours, 3 hours and a half, 6 hours and a half. Then for 75025, we had 1 hour and a half plus half hour, 2 hours. And finally, for training, we had 1.5 hours. Great. So we're done with that. Now let's go ahead and start with the tasks. So we have here for 7002. Let me just see what we had last week. We have meetings here. Then we also have emails. We have the RLI, department or support. I'm just going to write support instead of department. Visit and ETS, so ETS as well. Let's start with the meetings. I don't have any meetings here. I'm just going to write support here instead of department. There you go. I don't have any meetings here either. I have half an hour here, 3 hours and a half, so 4 hours, 6 hours in total. In terms of emails, I had 1 hour here, half an hour, so 1.5, 2.5, 2.5, and 3. So 3 hours for emails. For RLI, we have, see, nothing here, nothing here. We have 1 hour here and 1 hour and a half, so 2 hours and a half. I'm going to write here FTB day as well. So for support, I think I only had half an hour, which was on Thursday, half an hour. For ETS, I think I only had also here half an hour, yeah. for FTB day planning, I had, I think, 1 hour, and that's all. So let's count to see if everything is correct. So we have 9 hours, 10, 12 and a half, 13, 13 and a half, exactly. Great. Now for 53068, we have T1 support. We also have T3 support. Then we have T1 meeting, and we have T3 meeting. This week we also have T1 technical note, and I think that's all. So let's start with the technical notes because I know I spent quite a few hours on that. So I have 2 here, 2, 4, 7.5, 7.5, and I think that's all. So we had 7.5 hours for technical notes here. For T1 support, I had 1, 3, 4, 4.5. So I had 4.5 for support. For T3 support, I had 1 here, 2, 3, 4.5. Okay, the same amount of hours that I spent for T1. Now for T1 meeting, I had, let's see, I think I had only half an hour. So half an hour here, and yeah, just half an hour. For T3 meeting, let's see if I had any. I don't remember having any meetings specifically for T3, but I did. So half an hour here, and I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. So half an hour for T3 meeting, and I think that's all that I did. Let's check. Okay, so I'm missing half an hour here for meeting. So I'm just going to go ahead and write 1 hour for T1 meeting. 1 hour for T1 meeting. And I'm also missing something else. Actually, for T1 support, I had 5 hours and a half instead of 4 hours and a half. So that, I think, is everything that I needed. So I have 5.5 plus half, 6, 10.5, 11.5, and 19 hours. So we are done with that. Now for 75049, let's check what we had. I had here support, meeting. I also had the NSIL for the anchoring. And I think that's all. So let's go ahead and check first the support. Half an hour here, 1 hour here, and 3 hours here. So in total we had 4 hours for support. Let's check meetings now. I don't know if I had any specific meetings for this. Yes, 1 hour and a half here, and that's all. So 1 hour and a half for meetings. Now for the NSIL, for the anchoring, I had 1 hour here, and that's all. So 1 hour. So in total we had 6 hours and a half, which is exactly what we had here. Now let's do the same thing for the 75025. I think this only thing that I did was the stress document. So let's see how many hours I spent on that. This was half an hour here and 1 hour and a half here, so 2 hours in total, which was the total that we had up here. And then I also had training. So for training, I had Moldy, which was 1.5 hours. Okay, we are done with counting all the project hours. So let me just go ahead and grab my highlighters. Let me remember the colors. So we have 7002, which is green. We have 53068, which is blue. We also have the 75049, which is pink. And we also have the 75025, which is this bright orange or red. Great, we are done with counting all of the hours for this week. Let's go back and put all of these weeklies back where they belong. Great, let me check what else I need to do. So for my weekly review, we did complete the daily sheets, update the weeklies in terms of meetings, project, and deliverable hours. Update mules. Let's go ahead and update the mules. So the last mule that I have was on Thursday. I need to update on Friday. So Friday I had salmon, smashed potatoes, and zucchini. And for dinner I had margherita pizza. Great. Moving on, I need to update my habit tracker. So let's go to the first page of the month. So here I have my habit tracker. I did take my collagen yesterday and today. I didn't do my morning routine yesterday nor my night routine, so that's going to be empty. Now for YouTube and Lily's, we are going to put that we did that today, and yesterday we had a social event. So okay, why do I have a social event here on the 25th? I'm not sure. I really don't know. Oh no, it's not a social event. Actually, this was like that, and this should be here. So let me just correct that. This wasn't here and this wasn't here. Okay. Let's see what else I need to do. I need to update the weekly and monthly tasks and also the weekly budget. So let me just go ahead and cross out this. I did have the game night here, so I'm going to write that down. And I think that deserves a little sticker, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab one. I did not do this workout here. So, little sticker, I think I'm going to use this. And then I also need my social event sticker. Today I also have a social event, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it for today as well. And today we also have something to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and write that down. So during the afternoon we have this suit tryout, and this is going to be with Bea, our friend, and this is going to be at the mall. And then I'm going to cross yesterday because it has already passed. Okay, I think that's all for this week in terms of updates. Let me see what else we need to do here. I need to update the budget, but I did not spend any extra money, so this is already updated. And that's it. I think that's all that I had in terms of updates and review. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave your like and also subscribe here to my channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.